Hello and welcome to Season 2 of Pot of Coffee Podcast. Today's show, we will discuss aliens. Are they real? How many species are they? Have they visited? Do you even believe in it? But first, we're going to meet our special guest, Bill Blunt, aka Willie Will of Greenslade Gaming. We are your hosts, Bruce and Brooklyn, and this is Pot of Coffee. How's it going, Bruce?
Oh, it's going. Just fumbling with the computers as always. You know, they never work out. At all.
At all?
At all.
They make your life easy, but at the same time, they kind of mess everything up.
Mess it up ain't even the word. How was your day?
It was good. It was good. I got some amazing news.
You ready for some excitement?
Are you ready for some excitement?
Could be.
Our guest on today's show has an album out called Business with Options, featuring songs like FMT, MVP, On the Map, and They Think I Fell Off. He runs a gaming site called Greenslade Gaming, and he is part of FB Retro Gaming League.
Oh, that sounds...
Bill Blunt, a.k.a. Willie Will.
Yo, yo, yo.
How are you doing
What's going on, guys? I'm doing good.
And then, of course, we got your song kicking in the background for everyone to hear. And we went through all your songs before having you on the show, and I tell you what, it's really, really banging stuff. I dig it, and I'm not a hip-hop guy.
I've heard you freestyle. I've listened to the album. I think, just the things that you rap about, how you say it, the flow, everything is just amazing. How long have you been doing this?
Thank you, guys. I've been rapping since like 1997. I started off just listening to my friend Big Ave spit freestyles, bust freestyle flows. And when I seen it, I was like, man, that's the coolest thing in the freaking world. So I started getting into it, wanting to start off. I started off writing other people's raps and then flowing with it and stuff. And then, I wasn't very good at freestyling. I was good at writing after a while.
So you were more of a ghostwriter when you were in your beginning days?
No, I kind of, within like a year or two, I kind of went with, the name Billy Blunt or Bill Blunt. When I got a little bit older, I dropped the Y out of the name Billy. But, I was influenced big time by like the Wu-Tang and then also the West Coast rap scene as well, So it's pretty crazy. After a couple years, I got signed to a record label, Unjust Records.
Awesome.
I went to the studio and I spit 2 songs in a row. I didn't even know how you record. I just did 2 songs in one take like it was a concert,
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
And the guy was like, that's not how we record, right? And I was like, oh, well, no, I don't know that. So he showed me, we record it by the verse, and then we record the chorus, and then we do the next verse, and we record,
Well, what kind of advice would you give to someone wanting to pursue getting into the rap business?
I'd say get a very good manager. Because that's one thing I never had. And that's probably why my career didn't take off like I think it should have. And what other people think it should have,
Do you think it's more like the aspect of who to know or just
having
the
a
getting
manager
out there?
going out there looking for shows and stuff for you and doing promotion and all that stuff, that is what they're good at. Me, I'm good as an artist. I wasn't too good at that part of the hustle, the business side of the music. That's what really, kept me from only releasing that 1-2 albums, my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the music industry is hard, especially, me, myself, I'm involved in DJ stuff, and trying to put together your sets, trying to keep track of what's going on, and keep up to date with everything. Trying to remix stuff and do your actual work, and then you got to try to go out there and get yourself jobs and promote yourself, throw your own parties, or however. There's many different ways to do it. Now, I'm not too sure about kind of like your scene's different than the DJ scene. I was still open to weddings, bars that I didn't even, I mean, most of the time in my career, I spent more time on the deck playing country music and classic rock music at some dive bar for a bunch of old people than I did playing what I actually like to play. You know, there was never money in for what I like to do. There's always money in for the job aspect of it. So I don't know if you have options like that, being, you know, in the hip hop world. You know, you can't
for
really.
DJs, you can play a certain type of music, so that's a good thing for you guys. You know, like how you said you weren't playing your favorite music, but you could still play the other music.
You don't have a choice with yours. Yours is rap. It's not
Yeah,
like
we have
you
a
can
lot
sit
of
there and rock and roll.
versatility, or we could be.
I mean, someone could probably put a rock and roll beat on, and I could bust a rap to it, and they'd probably think it was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, no, I wouldn't be able to do a show or anything like that.
Thinking about it and like listening to some of your tracks, like it would go like so well.
Well, even besides just thinking it that way, as an artist itself, I'm looking at, say, like a hip hop artist like he is. You know, you got clubs to play at. You got, you know, bars, even smaller bars that are more geared towards the hip hop crowd. But really, then you're down to maybe block parties, personal birthday parties, you know, and that's, you're really starting to be select. So it's really tough to get out there. Now we got the internet, of course, so that's a real good, but internet's not a good way to make money. It's a good way to get a name out, but that's just throwing out freebies, you know? So, you know, guys today, you know, even the younger kids, like looking up to, say, a guy like you, what should they do to be profitable? That's a good.
Well, you said get a manager.
Well, you got to manage.
Yeah, get a manager, and then also, you know, have a good game plan and write everything down on like a board or, you know, in a book and a tablet or something, and, you know, go through the list of what needs to be done in order to move on to the next part, you know, and keep it going. And it takes a team, you know?
Yeah.
If you're just doing it with one person, it's hard as hell. Especially with the promotion side and all that stuff.
Well, there's not enough
you know?
hours.
And if you're a family man, you know, that takes up most of your time. You can't be out there all the time hustling, trying to get your name out there, boom, boom. You know, it's crazy because when I first started, the internet scene wasn't that big at all, you know? We were selling CDs out the trunk.
Yeah. I remember those days.
I mean, the internet was starting to build up, and people were doing more stuff here and there, but now it's just crazy. Anyone can be a rapper, really. Just go. There's free beats that you can download. You can sit there and get a microphone at home, a little computer, and you can really do it yourself. You know, get someone to mix it good. You might have to pay to make it sound really good, of course, but
now with changing with times, I mean, I'm sure you still do your rap, but now you also do your Greenslade Gaming.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Brooklyn with the switch up.
It's crazy how the music and my gaming mix together, you know, because that's what it really is. When you watch Greenslade Gaming, you're watching me play a video game, but when people send stars or something, I do a freestyle for them. Yep. And we got some video game beats on the side that I bust out sometimes. We got some beats that I've bought in the past, you know, from working on albums all these years.
Now, for those that don't know, the star system is on Facebook. So when they're watching you on Facebook, they can purchase stars, and the stars, they get sent to you. Is that is that the gist of it? Is that correct?
Yeah, and then once you meet a certain criteria of stars, Facebook will actually pay you for it. They'll send you money.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's a good way to, you know, get profitable and all that other stuff.
Well, that's where the brainstorm came at me crazy, and I was like, this is my new way of selling my music.
Yeah.
Yep. Which makes your gaming show
a new revenue or a new stream of like how you can sell music these days.
Right. It's the
I mean, I'm busting freestyles, but they're still sending a star to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
and not only that,
and then if you say their name in the rap when you're freestyling and stuff, they think it's even cooler. They're like, "Oh my god, he fucking said my name."
Yeah. And another thing is too, you have the way you do it is different than the way other gamers do it. because you have that
Right.
little extra. They don't have that ability to throw in a freestyle. Not everybody can or has
Right.
talent to do that, or has a beat that ain't going to get copyrighted or cut. And, you know, so you're a couple steps ahead and you're thinking outside the box, doing
Yeah,
something
exactly.
different than, because right now gaming's
True,
so
true.
hot that, I mean, my 14-year-old was doing it. You know what I mean? Everybody can do it with a
Yeah.
phone. So everybody's playing.
Well, you know,
playing
there's
games.
other things that people are doing also, like you can do like a split personality and do a character throughout the whole stream. I've seen people do that. Also, when people get sent stars, they have really nice star screens that they'll show the person, like, thank you for these stars. And then they'll play like a quick little clip of that somebody likes or something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
It's really cool. The star screens are awesome.
Well, I guess it's a way to kind of everybody a little bit expresses themselves and
Right, yeah. So that's kind of like my star screen. I go and I have a little booth that I set up in the laptop. It makes it look like I'm in the studio and stuff.
yeah,
And then I bust a freestyle. They're like, "Oh man, hop in the booth, hop in the booth." And I push the scene change. Boom, I'm in the booth now.
that's
It's
what,
really cool. I like it.
it is a really cool show that you do. I like at the end where you mess with the cars. You put yourself in the little and you got different cars. I like that part.
Yeah, that was an idea. I just started. The first one I did, I put myself in a Lambo.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's fucking tight."
I was there for that one, and then I was there for the DeLorean. Damn,
Yeah, the
out.
DeLorean. That's the newer one that I have right now.
that's a
I thought
hard
it'd
word
be
to
cool to
say.
put in there.
DeLorean.
Yeah.
And then I put like a warped star screen in the background so it looks like I'm flying through time. It's really fun to get creative with it.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, I could just
absolutely.
put the video game screen on there and then a camera of me. But I also have it designed where my logo is a game cartridge and I put my face in the game cartridge
Yeah.
as my camera view
Crazy.
for my show.
And just making
And
that,
like
you
a
know,
lot of people get a good kick out of it. You know, they're like, "Oh man, that's a pretty cool
That's
cartridge
cool.
there."
and just making them
Yeah.
screens are takes a lot of work and time and talent too. Everybody, I mean, you can tell who puts in some time on some screens or not. I
Yeah.
mean, even just putting
Oh
up,
yeah, they got it going for sure. I definitely know what you're talking about.
yeah, you have a lot of work into yours. I could tell layers and
Yeah, I probably put in like a good 20 minutes preparing for the stream,
Wow.
just downloading all the pictures or busting the pictures out that I already have, or what game I'm playing. If I don't have any pictures of the game, I have to go and look for some pictures, download them.
I think Bruce feels your
Man.
pain.
Yeah,
he does
I'm
all.
pretty sure he
He
does.
does it all for us. I can't even make heads or tails of it.
yeah, the podcast
Yeah, he
ones.
does a good job.
Podcast ones get a little difficult, and then the DJ ones, I just run a camera out my window now, and I have a little camera on the decks, and I got my name on it, and that's all as far as I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let Mother Nature do the work for me.
But now, now not only does Willie Will do the gaming and the rapping, he's a big poker player. Am I correct?
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
I
I was a part of the West Coast Poker League.
West Coast Poker League.
Nice.
Yeah, West Coast Poker League. They consider themselves like the batting cages of poker, or like just a place where you go into a live setting, which is usually a bar or like a restaurant, and you know you go out there, you have a good time, have drinks, play poker, but you're at an actual table with actual people, and you learn the ins and outs of poker.
And do you win actual money there?
No, there's no prizes because of
No.
in California. But in
Oh,
other
is there no
states,
gambling?
people do prizes like there's a $50 gift card to the winner of this tournament, or I'm pretty sure you can do buy-in tournaments in other states where people can actually buy into it and there's big money to it. You know what I mean?
Loophole prizes.
Like I tried.
Yeah, but
I've
out here in
tried.
California, they were really strict. So the first few seasons that we actually played, I did get prizes.
Okay.
But then the gaming board came down and crashed down and said, "Hey, you can't be doing this. So you can still do your poker thing, but you can't have prizes. You can't give an actual thing."
You know,
then
I've
it's
tried for
considered
so many years
gambling.
to play, and I could never grasp it. But mysteriously, I still always won. I had no clue what I was doing,
Lady Luck.
and I still there was like a couple of times, and it was like 4 aces type of win. like the stupidest shit ever. But then
Yeah.
I don't know, like there's like so many different combinations of ways to win, and the order and what outbeats what that my brain can't handle.
Yeah.
This one over here, Brooklyn, is Queen Bluff.
Well, that's what it is, kind of. It's a learning league. So someone like you and Bruce can come in there and have a good time, meet new people, become friends with people, and just play poker on the side and learn from each other. Because everyone shows the hands at the end, you know. Since it's free poker, everyone's like, "Oh, well, look, this is what I did. This is why I did it." You learn really good, and after a while, after like a few seasons, you'll be a very good poker player. And if you go to someone's house who's playing poker that's not in the league, you'll have a clear advantage. You'll see it.
Bruce spent many years in the Clink, and Bruce also spent some table time down at Atlantic City. Bruce can play some cards.
Nice.
Bruce knows how to count cards.
Certain games.
Oh, blackjack hustle, huh?
We could. Well, I got that prison hustle.
Yep.
That's where we learned how to play cards. So I could. I can't be rich at playing cards, but I could definitely drink and get a free hotel room for the weekend. I can get a free trip out of it. That's a guarantee. Brooklyn, no, we went there gambling once. I remember we were in Asia. And
I gambled away the kids' college fund.
Man, she hit the slots hard. She kept going, Bruce.
I really didn't.
I need to go back to the ATM. Bruce, oh man, 100 more. I like Brooklyn. No. I watched the bank account was going down. I watched kids' university degrees fly away on the back of an eagle and shit.
Man.
Yeah, she lost it all. She lost the house, the farm. They even took the driveway and shit. She lost everything.
Stop it. He's so full of shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the heck?
Nah, but she blew $100 real quick, and I was like, all right, we out of here. She was real bad at it. I was breaking even, but slots?
I had a budget.
That's a bad game anyway.
I had a plan. So my plan was like I was going to like only spend like $20, right? And that was it. And then when I was done, like if I lost it all, I was just going to be done and I wasn't going to play.
It was just enough to keep her rolling where she needed, just enough more. Well, you know that's how they get you. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, but $100 later, it didn't work out.
Yeah, and then she got nothing. Nothing. She's like, "Ooh, I just won 20." I'm hot right now. Yep, you hot right now. Give it 10 more minutes.
I feel it. One more. It's gonna be it. I feel it. This next one.
I'm the guy that'll, once I get enough, I'll go have a burger. I won't stay there and keep playing. And then I'll come back.
Enjoy the winnings, right?
I'll go play a totally different game in half an hour or whatever later. And then if I win something, even if it's small, I'll be done. I'm not going to keep doubling and keep going. Because you're going to keep going and you might be sitting there on $1,000. And you'd be like, fuck yeah. And then you're going to push that 500. And then you're going to feel bad because you want that 500 back. And next thing you know, you're down 500. And it's like, fuck me. No. I watched that happen to a bunch of my buddies. It does. Gambling can get you. It's a psychological thing, too, because it gives you, releases your endorphins because you're winning.
Yeah.
It always feels good to win. I don't care if it's cards, baseball, a video game, anything, a free cup of coffee from 7-Eleven because the guy smiled at you. You feel like a winner, and that makes you feel happy, and that's releasing that chemical in your brain. So that's kind of what they're playing off of. They really don't, that's the easy way to get you.
Well, other ways to make you feel happy. I mean, my next question to you, Willie Will, would be, what makes you feel inspired to be the best you? Between your rapping and your gaming, between all of your stuff, what makes you inspired?
She hits him with the hard
The fans,
ones.
of course. The fans.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I get a lot more praise from fans than I used to, and it makes me feel a lot better. I get that endorphin that he was talking about. I get inspired as hell when the fans are like, "Dude, you're spitting fire, you're doing it."
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, it makes me feel good. Like, oh, it inspires me to do better for sure.
That's a good feeling.
Also, like my peers that are doing it, also I get inspired from them. Watching my other gamer friends or watching my other rap buddies and stuff, and to see the ones that are actually succeeding is super inspiring. it's like, wow, these guys are doing exactly what I want to be doing, you know, or better, you know. And then another one is my family, of course, you know, my wife, my kids, my brother, my mom, everybody, my dad.
Now you
Straight
mentioned
up, my dad.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you mentioned, you know, your wife and your kids, you know, and as a wife with kids, you know, how does your wife with the gaming, and how is your kids with the gaming? I mean, is she one of the ones that's like, you know, oh, you know, you spend too much time playing games, or is she one of the one that's like, you know, you go do you, honey?
Well, it goes both ways, really. She does inspire me, or you know, is happy about it, of course, because she sees that it brings out a good side of me where I'm excited and, you know, having fun. And she does want time, of course, what wife doesn't, right? With the kids too, spending time with them, that's important. But also, I try to get my kids into the gaming as well. My son Billy, he plays video games pretty good. He's really good at Mario Kart 8 for the
I used to
Switch.
love Mario Kart.
I love some Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart's awesome. But I've also gotten them on a few streams too.
Oh, really?
Where they're playing some games, or like my younger son, he's still learning, so it shows him learning, pushing the button and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That is cool. I like that. I like kids though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And not like white van type like kids. I just like kids as like kids, you know. Not one of them commercials on Pluto TV.
He's not a perv. He just likes kids.
My wife, she's been supporting me through my music for a very long time, and this is almost like my music also, my gaming now, you know. So she definitely supports me and tells me to go for it, you know.
That's good.
Especially
That's a good woman.
if I'm getting a little bit of money from it, at least, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not playing games just for free. There is a little bit of money coming in.
Yeah.
So if I can build that up and get more and more, maybe I can quit my day job and be a full-time streamer, you know?
Right.
Hey, that'd be awesome. They need to give DJ stars.
DJ stars. Be like records.
You can do it.
Record.
Yeah. Just have your son play the video games in the background and you do the DJs on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it, but see, my sons, they're really good, and my one son's always competing in what's that, Overwatch, and he's like one of the like top in the States, and he's like so close to winning this thing, and he's always just like right there. He's like comes in like two places, 3 places shy, and then I'm like, you should stream and this, that, and the other thing, and he tried it that day, and he's just like, and then I'm like, I got this whole studio here, so I'm like, we can do this.
Talking.
And he's just like, I just don't want to do it. He's like, I just want to play the game and be left alone. Yeah. And I was like, all right. And then my other son, he bumped his head or some shit. I don't know what happened to that boy.
No, they're
I mean,
good
I
kids.
can understand. He's about all the competition and stuff. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, he don't
be
even
all fancy and glamorous with the character.
He actually has
if he's doing good in those tournaments, man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
He has a speech impediment, and it kind of, you know, makes him more.
It makes him shy.
More shy about when he's talking, so he doesn't like to talk too much about it. And it's not bad. He's grown out of a lot of it, but
I think they just mess with him in school a lot over it. So I think it's just one of them things that stick in his head.
Well, you know, my kids have speech problems also because of their autism. So I can understand that to the fullest, you know. That's why I think after about 15 minutes of me putting the kids on the stream, they don't want to be on the stream anymore. You know, they're like, okay, I'm done. Don't want to do this no more.
But now the video games, you know, I would think helps a lot with the autism, does it not? I mean, I don't know the specific type of autism your kids have, but I would think
my son definitely loves
busy
video
work.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps him occupied. He probably plays a little too much, to tell you the truth.
They all do.
Yeah, but I also play a lot too, so I can't really complain about it as well, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool. When they had the Autism Awareness Month, I had them on the streams a little bit more, and I would talk about autism during the stream and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Higher functioning than my older son.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Charlie,
I had a cousin who was autistic, and I knew about the different like levels, like you were talking about. Like because I know he started off when he was younger. He was pretty much almost normal. He had like some speech problems and acted a little different. But as he grew older, it was almost like his mind grew younger. So by the time he was like 30, he acted like he was like 3. And he would have these tantrums, and then he wasn't functionable anymore. Like he couldn't, he couldn't act like he had to be watched, and somebody had to take care of him and stuff then. But he had it really bad. He was pretty messed up over a lot of stuff with that. So I guess he was like, as he grew older, it got more severe. But that was way before all the advancements. I mean, I'm talking late 80s, early 90s. So.
But now that even speaks more to you and your wife.
Yeah, that's tough.
There's a lot of things that are, a lot of things that have changed over the years. That is really incredible with everything, just with the amount of help that you can get. We have had teachers come to our house for a long time, every weekday, to go through with the kid and do some, drills to learn more stuff. And
well, they need a lot more different attention than a normal kid would need. We know a couple kids that are
a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
And then, at least we got medical breakthroughs, and science is really, since technology's booming, science is booming. So even though we're making computers and building all this crazy high-tech iPhones and all this crazy stuff, that also helps the medical industry. So hopefully, we keep growing and everybody keeps healing, and, not just every disease and illness is just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Yeah, true.
Cheer it up, Brooklyn. Cheer it up.
Cheer it up. Yeah, dude. If you could turn back time and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you say?
Well, there's a lot of things, really, but to sum it down, not to quit playing sports, because I didn't play sports throughout all my 20s. Started playing sports again in my 30s.
Like, be healthier.
So, stuff like that. Eat healthier for sure. One thing I would say, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm also a vegan.
Are you?
Nice.
Oh,
I've been starting to eat vegan snacks. And they are badass.
Yeah,
they're like
that's awesome. I've been vegan for 6 years now.
Nice.
And it's really actually helped me become healthier. So I definitely tell myself, go back in time and be like, listen here, this is the way you're going to eat.
The way to go.
I probably laugh because I used to eat a lot of meat.
Do you think that there is any truth to, you know how like they're always like meat makes, like the more meat you eat, the angrier you are?
Or tired.
So do you think like...
or lazy.
Probably. Just because when the animal dies, it has a certain amount of stress that goes into that meat. And when you eat it, you absorb that stress from the animal.
Yeah.
You probably get angry just because you're stressed out. The meat wouldn't make you angry, but the stress from it,
yeah,
you getting stressed off of it would make you probably a little irritable, or yeah.
I never heard of it put that way, and that actually kind of makes a lot of fucking sense.
Yep.
Like kind of like the spiritual connection for an animal passed through to you. Yeah, that's kind of crazy wild. I really like that one.
That's probably why the old Native Americans would say a prayer over the animal after they shot it with an arrow or something,
And they would only use it for why they shot it.
They'd say a little prayer over the animal.
They thank it.
I'm pretty sure they were connected with that animal's soul because they're a little bit more connected with Earth than we are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm glad you brought that up.
I absolutely.
Well, that's like he was saying about the animals. That's like the plate on my front of my trucks with the red, green, and gold. And the best meaning I could find for it is the red stands for all the blood that's been spilled by the animals and creatures of the earth. The yellow or the gold is for all your worldly treasures or your treasures, which treasures would include, your family and stuff like that. I don't mean actual, piles of fucking riches. It's, spiritual treasures. Your wife, your kids, your meaning of life stuff. And then the green stands for your connection to Mother Earth.
Nice.
So that's what I kind of go by. But, yeah.
That's awesome.
And if you flip it the other way around, it means war.
Well, it doesn't mean war. It means that they're at war.
They're at war. I mean, yeah.
But yeah. So if in 150 years science fails to save us and all that is left is a book about your life, what would the title be? And what would like that little insert tell you? Well, everybody that's reading it.
Like a CD jacket.
CD jacket.
The book would be called Life, and that stands for Living in Fremont Every Day.
Living in Fremont every day?
Yeah, that's what the book would be about. Yes, Life, Lise. Living in Fremont every day.
So what does living in Fremont every day mean to Bill Blunt?
Well, the whole book itself, you probably feel every emotion that you could possibly have, from being happy to sad, to feeling empowered, to feeling humbled, and etc. I actually got that line from one of my friends, freestyle for him, and he said, dude, listening to your rap, I had so many different emotions. It was crazy. Yeah. The other one, I was like, what the fuck? The other, he went through like 5 different emotions. And I was like, oh man, that's awesome. So that's what the book would be about.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I can dig it.
And that's
everyday life. Talking about the music that I did, talking about the gaming, talking about going up to Alaska, talking about doing a podcast show with Bruce in Brooklyn.
Y'all.
Now, speaking of Alaska,
that's why I said living in Fremont every day.
This one's interesting.
We had a. Look, I don't know if you slipped this talking to us or what.
We found this out on one of our lives.
We did find this out.
And then we're shocked.
Is that your dad is a dog sled guy, racer, right? Like a racer.
Yes, a dog musher.
A dog musher.
Yeah.
All right, we need to know everything.
You need to explain this.
Well, I went up there. He had already moved up there in the year, I think it was 2000. He moved up to Alaska. And of course, I stayed down here with my mom, and I started my own family and stuff. But in 2004, I went up there and I helped him do, and I also went up there to do music also. So I had a lot of fun in Alaska. It was great.
Is there a big music scene in Alaska? Now, were you in the city, or were you like flew off in a helicopter to like some island with a polar bear? Or were you in like, Fairbanks or like a city?
The music scene when I went there wasn't as big as it is today. The guy Alaska Red, who I met up there and did some music with, after I had left and came back to California, he did big things up there. He started having big acts go up there. He had Snoop Dogg go up there.
Oh, wow.
He had Devin the Dude. He had Tech Nine go up there.
Okay.
And he was promoting their shows and everything, and he was opening up for them as well. And he really took he had a studio when I went there, and he had a couple albums, but he took that whole vision and like multiplied it big time. after I had took off. I should have stayed up there. I probably would have been more successful with my music, to tell you the truth. But I wouldn't have the family I have today.
So now that what you just saying, what you said is, would balance that too right there at that moment. Is that a regret? Or is that not a regret?
No, not a regret at all.
You know what I mean?
Just like, oh, I could have been maybe a little bit more successful up there as a rapper, even though most people wouldn't say, oh, Alaska has rap, you know?
That's
maybe
what I
in
thought.
California, they're like, okay, yeah, this is rap. But when I went up there and I was, you know, selling some CDs while I was up there, people were juiced to hear my music. They're like, what? No, rap? They had a lot more love up there. I was selling a lot of albums out there compared to how I was doing it out here, you know? Because it was new to them. They're like, oh, it's not every day we get to see this.
Yeah, a lot less of the scene. So you're new, you're fresh to them. Where, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like when I lived out in Pennsylvania, 50 Cent, before he was famous, used to hang out in the Poconos. And he used to do more shows in the Poconos to get his name built up, because everybody in Brooklyn and in the city was doing that. So he would take the 2-hour drive, set up all his stuff in this little city out in Pennsylvania, and he got famous there first before you know, he made it big and all that big stuff happened to him and he got shot and all that other stuff. But that's kind of like, you know, one of them things like that. You know, in the rural areas it's new and fresh, and then in the city, I mean, everybody's doing the same thing, and you know, it's hard to find the talent you're looking for when there's a million guys to search through. You know, if there's less people doing it, you're out there in the spotlight quicker, you know, because there's no one else to step in it. I need to find a spotlight and like...
That's true.
Let's go to Idaho and let's find spotlights. Like, raise some corn and shit. Throw hip-hop raves and podcast. We'll tear up like Idaho. Make like it cool or something.
I don't think I'd do well in Idaho.
Yeah, it's just a dream, Brooklyn. Don't worry about it.
It's a bad dream.
Yeah, dreams are like stars. They died 1 million years ago.
Yeah. Stupid. Wow.
The audience didn't even think that shit was funny.
Willie Will, what's your most favorite meal?
Oh, man. My favorite meal is Mongolian tofu with steamed rice.
I like Mongolian beef.
I like Mongolian food.
Well, yeah, it's the same
like the
thing,
same
but
thing
with
with the
tofu
tofu.
instead. But the Mongolian flavor.
How is the tofu?
I like tofu.
Like, they
You've
make
eaten
that tofurkey, right? Is that what it's called? Tofurkey?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it taste
the,
like...
The stuff they have now, it tastes so much like meat, it's not funny.
Really? What about the consistency?
Yeah. Like, really, I think if someone was trying to go vegan, they would try out some of the fake meats and see if they like it. They'd be like, man, this is just like a burger, you know?
I don't know. I don't know if I could do it.
That probably brings me to another one of my favorite meals is the, you go to Carl's Jr. Yeah, I'm still a junk food vegan. You get the Beyond Burger. They sell the Beyond Meat there at Carl's Jr. And you tell them no cheese and no mayo, and that makes it vegan friendly.
Yeah, I think that's
I always get a double. I get double patty every time I get it too.
So,
yeah.
If you're vegan, you can't eat mayonnaise?
No, because mayonnaise has egg.
The egg.
Ah, see, so I am vegan.
The egg.
I can't eat mayonnaise. It killed me. I'm allergic to it. Yeah, I get really sick.
Yeah, you're probably allergic. Are you allergic to eggs or no?
No, just mayonnaise. It's the way that it's mixed with the way they mix the other stuff with it. Whatever the reaction with that together, it makes me sick as a dog.
Yeah, I actually had a friend. His name was Mike Montandon, and this is before I was vegan. and he used to always say all the time, "Oh, you're a special boy. You don't want no mayonnaise, huh? They're gonna fuck up our order now because you said you want no mayonnaise." Huh? And now look at me nowadays. I'm saying no mayonnaise myself.
Yeah.
I know, but
He
every
used
time
to
I
get
say
sick,
that,
like how you're saying. If he had it, he would get so sick.
see, and I'll eat it too, just in that situation like you were talking about. Because if I say no mayonnaise, they fuck the order up, the whole
like
thing,
extra
every
mayonnaise.
fucking time. That is truth. So I just normally, like, if the
Yeah,
whole family's
well,
out,
imagine how a vegan feels saying no
meat.
mayo and no cheese either. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
oh, no
that's-
cheese. What the fuck?
that's like a double fuck. The guy in the back's like, seriously, I gotta pick all this shit off now? Fuck this guy. I'm serious. They do it to me. That's
Yeah,
why I
right?
just put up with it. I'll pick the shit off myself. I'll be scraping off mayonnaise with a plastic fork and shit, hating my meal, but I do
Oh, man.
I do it for Brooklyn.
Well, so
You're mad as hell though, right? That whole time, even though you scraped it all off, you're like, "Damn it, there's fucking mayonnaise on it."
You're like rage eating the shit.
so what are the other things though
Like
that
every
we
bite pisses you off more and shit.
that we've learned about Willie Will
Well,
is that he likes aliens.
oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
I actually have an alien rap homie.
Yeah.
He goes by the name of Doe Alien.
Doe Alien.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, we actually have a show, Bruce.
Yeah, I was just sitting there. I forgot. I thought we were still doing lives, and this is season 2. This shit's mad exciting. Did you know, fact, that most podcasts can't make it after the 7th episode?
Wow.
Yep. And we're on season 2, bitches.
What?
Yeah, kicking it hard.
So why do you think most people will only do 7 episodes and then
'Cause
say, "Oh, I think
They
it's
run
not."
out of ideas.
Well, 1, they run out of ideas. 2, besides sitting here and having a good time with you, there's a massive amount of work and a massive amount of money needed in equipment. You know, so one,
Yeah.
to sound good and be professional and then hit the spots where you need, you really have to have a real high quality sound.
No half-assing it around here.
Well, it's not even around here. If you want to get on iTunes, you got to meet certain specs.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got to pay for services,
Yeah.
and you got
That's
just you get in trouble quick with doing this.
oh yeah. It's just like music too, you know. With the amount of money that you have to put into it, unless you have someone with the budget that's helping you out, it's all on you.
Yup.
Yeah.
Saving.
You know? You're an independent owner.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm really proud of you guys. I like the way your studio is looking and sounding, and it's
Thanks,
inspiring.
man.
Yeah, we do.
That means
Most
a
people
lot.
do what we do, and they
Yeah.
got bored during this virus when you get put out of work. So you're like, hey, you know, we're watching all these TV and YouTubes, and we're like, we could do that. We're fucking awesome. And then, of course, our buddies are like, yeah,
Go do it.
go do it. You'll be awesome because you're funny as fuck. And then here we sit. But yeah, there's a massive amount of editing and baloney that comes with it all, but it is fun.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, Brooklyn enjoys it. She
There
likes
are-
seeing,
yeah.
she likes seeing me sweat.
That's
Boy,
awesome.
I want to see you sweat.
Not that kind of shit. I be pulling my hair out, editing, like, why you say that?
So did you know that there are 7 recognized different types of aliens?
7.
7.
Ah, yes, indeed.
There are the grays.
Great.
Yep.
And this is the definition. They are
Of course.
gray skinned and glassy eyed. These are the aliens you'll most often see on the silver screen, which is surprising because by most accounts they're actually kind of hideous.
Those are your normal everyday what?
Like the normal aliens, so I guess that you would imagine seeing.
The ones that probe you.
Yeah. They're like the big
Right.
heads and the big eyes and like the little 2 slits for a nose.
Brooklyn told me this afternoon we were talking about aliens, so I put on double underwear so they can't
Yeah.
get me. My butthole is safe. They come through the wires, Willie. Well, you better keep it tight over there. You watch it. Aliens.
Tight.
You don't even know when you're getting probed. It's like they tranquilize you.
I get a pass from the Grays.
They tranquilize you and shit. You wake up.
We were talking about that.
My homie Don't Alien is a Gray, so I get a pass because I know him.
Well, there's 6 other ones still trying to get you.
We were talking about that bear that had the Trump sticker on its collar. And Bruce was telling me that he knows like the whole thing about it, that they tranquilize them somehow.
Yeah.
And the animal falls asleep. And I got me to think, like, do you think they go back to like their brothers and you're like, yo, I was just abducted last night?
That's what happens to us.
That was like in that movie Happy Foot when the bird had the thing on his foot. He's like, I got it from the alien.
What?
So yeah, they
the
were
Happy
aliens.
Feet? I never saw that one.
Well, did you know an alien could technically say, well, like, fly over your house, freeze time, like right now during the show, abduct you, suck you up to their planet, rape the shit out of your booty hole, fly you back down, plop you right back, and then turn life back on, and we didn't even know what happened, except like you're
Wouldn't
like,
your
ouch.
ass be sore?
Well, yeah, but that's on him.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
You'd be sore for sure.
And he's not going to look what happened to Cartman.
He had a satellite up his booty
The
hole.
satellite?
Yeah, he didn't even know. Like, he didn't know unless he farted. So I put on double underwear. I ain't fucking around with these aliens. They're gonna have.
Hey, if they can get the satellite in the Cartman, your double underwear ain't gonna do
It's
nothing.
not gonna do shit.
No, because I got these shorts with a drawstring, and I put a mommy knot in it.
A mommy knot?
You know what a mommy knot is?
No.
That's a double knot, like in the shoes that your mommy tie for you. So that shit, you go to school all day and that ain't coming out. So they ain't even getting my shorts off. I got this.
Oh my god.
Bruce is alien.
A mommy knot. The double knot. Okay.
He's got the mommy knot. I learned that from like a 9-year-old Amish girl years ago.
Mommy knot.
A mommy knot is what they're called.
Wow.
It's like the coolest thing.
Tell him about the pipe organ.
When,
It's a mouth organ, but no.
you learn something new every day.
Oh man.
So I was driving a school teacher, an Amish school teacher, and the Amish school teacher was about 18. And then, so I'm driving her, and there's a bunch of children in the truck too, and all the children, they're elementary, like the girl I was just talking about. And she says, "Hey teacher, show Mr. Bruce your mouth organ." And I was like, hitting the brakes, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Now, you got to understand the Amish is a totally different type of people. It's almost like they're aliens, and I was dealing with the old order Amish. So they live like it's the 1800s. They're the really strict, hardcore ones. So the girl's like, yeah, I'll give him a mouth organ. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like, I'm ready to be like, this ain't happening. Like, there's kids in the truck, I'm married, all this fucking, like, nah, this ain't going down. So she sticks her leg up, puts it on my dashboard, and starts pulling up her dress. And I'm freaking the fuck out and trying not to crash this truck. And all the kids are excited about her pulling up her dress. Like, they're like, oh yeah, Mr. Bruce getting a mouth organ. And I'm like, holy fuck. Right? You could imagine what's going through my mind. Well, they wear like black socks up to their knees, She pulls out a fucking harmonica that she keeps in her sock. A mouth organ is a harmonica in the Amish community. Yeah, she played me Twinkle Twinkle Little Star then.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a true story. It's fucked up. Yeah. Very, very interesting.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I could tell you all types of stuff about Amish people.
Yeah.
I worked with them for many years back in the day. So. But, yeah, that was an interesting day for me. I came home and told her, and I was like, you ain't going to believe what happened.
Raising houses or what?
I didn't know what was going to happen. They can scare you sometimes, like really badly, especially the women. You're like, what the fuck? Because in the Amish community, believe it or not, the women are the ones that take care of the
They
farms.
do all the work.
They do all the plowing. They hook up all the horses and do, all the harvesting and all the farm fields. The men are out working construction or carpentry or running some office or doing stuff like that, running little, building stores and hardware stores.
businesses.
Yeah, the men run the businesses. Men will be in the bakery and the women will be out in the farm fields. So the women are the one that are going to fuck you up.
They're strong like bull.
Yeah, I mean, they're strong. They'll be pulling around them
Like
big-ass
oxes.
Budweiser horses and shit. They deal with them all day. They ain't got time for you.
I tell you what, though, they also have
Aliens. They have aliens.
they have aliens.
We'll have an Amish show
Sorry.
one day.
Yeah. So one of the other types of aliens is called Nordics.
Are they
Like actual like Nordics. Like whatever you're thinking, that's what they actually look like.
I
like
picture
that.
like the Ice King from Adventure Time.
Yeah. Well, they get their name
Straight
from
up Viking status.
Like Ice Viking.
That's what they get their name because that's what they kind of represent, the Scandinavians. They're in the Pleiades star cluster. That's where they come from.
Ladies, they sound too fancy. They sound like they got nice lawns and shit over there. Pleiades galaxy. Fuck them.
Pleiades.
We
Like
should
some
go do
people
a
can like
drive-by on them
pinpoint
and
it.
shit, like throw comets at them. Like go over to their galaxy and drop asteroids all over the place. Ladies ass motherfuckers.
Then there's the tall whites. They're very tall and very white.
Whoa.
That's what it's called.
Color?
Wait. There's an alien called the Tall Whites.
Yeah, the tall whites.
That's racist as fuck.
Why?
'Cause that's like, I don't even like that. I don't even like the way that sounds. I ain't even feeling that one. The Tall Whites.
They can grow up to 10 feet tall.
Oh, damn, that's tall.
Tall white motherfucker.
How tall are they talking? They're like 9 feet tall,
Huh?
10 feet tall.
10 feet tall.
10 feet tall.
It's probably, the myth that we've always heard about giant aliens.
Giants, yeah. Nordics. Well, these are tall whites.
Don't ask me, I'm just a human.
They have the
they have on that
reptilians.
Well,
They actually look like reptiles.
The reptilian.
now, see, I know, I watched a show about them, and they said that
Barbara Lamb.
people could be like hybrids, and you can tell if they're like part hybrid by their eyes. So like alien person, like if they have it in their DNA, will have like more reptilian slit kind of eyes, or the Nordic eyes. I never heard about tall whites. So, but like the other aliens, each of them have like different eyes. Like the Greys will have the black eyes.
The big black glossy eyes.
So then, like, if you have that DNA and your eyes, your pupils will be like more
So
bigger,
everybody's
and darker,
stoned.
like a weird. I give up, Brooklyn. Brooklyn died.
Sorry.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can tell by their eyes. Like people have lizard eyes that ain't contacts, though. Like they're real people eyes.
Yeah.
That made no sense, but yeah.
It made sense to me because you know how people have those like crazy contacts, like you can have like devil eyes and stuff.
Well, yeah, but people have eyes like that without the contacts.
Yeah.
And that's how you know they're alien eyes. And then they're from, like, that place I want to go throw asteroids at. Placenta Galaxy. The Placenta Galaxy.
There's now bear with me
Oh, that's
because
great.
this is going to be hard for me to pronounce. Anunnaki. I could be wrong.
Let's spell it
That's
out.
the Anunnaki.
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. That sounds like something
Anunnaki.
Kawasaki would make.
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. Yes. That's how you say it.
Anunnaki.
Willie Will said you're good. And he's an artist with and a master of words, so he knows what the fuck he's saying.
Master.
So big fact.
there's actually an artist by the name of Cannabis who said the Anunnaki tried to psychologically block me.
Whoa. He knows about
So that's how I know it was pronounced
He knows
Anunnaki.
about them. They are the gods of ancient Mesopotamia. And they were actually migrant alien laborers from the lost planet Nibiru.
Nibiru.
Yep.
Nibiru,
They are
yes.
sent here to
deep into
mine.
this space we go.
Yeah. They were sent here to mine for gold.
I don't know how deep in space I go, but I know I fly there all the time.
Well, you know, Planet Nibiru, or AKA Planet X, the way that it rotates, it is actually very close to us now.
So it's like one of those Goldilocks zone type things.
Fucking Goldilocks.
Well, they've know about it. They've actually made it public that there's actually the planet. You know what I mean? Everybody knows about Planet Nibiru.
I've heard about X.
Yeah, Planet X. It's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's
Just
like
different
scientific
ways that we've
name.
learned about it throughout the past, kind of, I guess, you know? Because I heard about Planet X when I was a kid or a teenager, you know?
Yeah.
And now it has a real name, Planet Nibiru. Like, we're finding more and more out as time is revealed, right?
So the Anunnakis are from Nibiru.
Yeah.
So they might be like in the alien world. They might kind of be like the Yokozuna.
What? Oh, aren't those the
fucking-
Japanese mobsters?
Yeah, they're them badass motherfuckers. So I think the Anunnaki is like the Yakuza of the fucking universe. Yeah,
That would fucking suck.
that's what it is. Cause look, they got a badass like ninja name, so they gotta be fucking ninjas.
It actually sounds more like Egyptian.
Nah, that sounds ninja. That sounds like some Samurai Kill Bill shit. Fucking what?
So the way that Bruce is saying it when he's saying Anunnaki, it sounds a little...
Yeah, like Suzuki.
Yeah, like he was saying. But Anunnaki,
Yeah,
the way you say
that's
it
how it's supposed
properly,
to
the
be,
Anunnaki,
Bruce.
it does sound a little bit more Egyptian than
Yeah, well, my way sounds
the
better.
other, you know?
And then see my eyes? I got Asian descent.
Reptilian.
No, that's fucking, I'm Anunnaki. I know.
There you go, right?
Maybe y'all saying it wrong, because that's my maybe that's my fam and shit.
That's my fam.
Maybe I'm Anunnaki. Look at my eyes. Asian motherfucker.
Oh, Asian motherfucker. We've got the Andromedans. Andromeda.
I think Brooklyn Andromeda.
Andromedans.
Wasn't that a song where they were like,
Phenomena.
Andromeda?
But the Andromedans, yep, they're from the Andromeda galaxy.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it hurts being on
And
the
how
show.
are they described?
Your gut will hurt.
Let's see. They're so high up the cosmic chain of being that they no longer require a physical body.
Them motherfuckers are nothing but thoughts.
Their food
That's
They're
is
conscious.
nothing
They're
less
nothing but
than
conscious.
truth
Yeah,
itself.
they so deep they thoughts.
Yeah. Their thoughts.
It's just like,
They're your conscious and Jiminy fucking Cricket.
dude, what if they're controlling us?
Crazy.
What if we're them? That's fucked up. It could be. We don't even know. I'm probably them talking right now. That's crazy.
No one ever knows anything, right?
That's the shit.
Think about it, man. So when you meditate and you're at your like highest level, are you like reaching Andromeda?
That's the shit that's going to get me in the straitjacket right there. Because now I don't even know if I'm me
You
anymore.
are reaching the higher consciousness, yes, when you meditate.
And I'm already two names. So really I could just be two different Andromedans.
Andromeda. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. I need a pad room and a worm jacket.
There is.
Can't stop thinking about that song now.
Now you're never going to sing it right the rest of your life either. It's going to be like, dun, 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 Andromedon.
There is one more
I know.
aliens.
Pirates.
Pirates?
What did you say? I got insectoids.
I didn't say anything.
It sounded like he said pirates. Didn't it?
I thought you said pirates too.
I thought he said pirates.
Pirates are an alien race of their own.
Yeah, I said pirates?
Yeah, I thought you said pirates. We both heard pirates over here.
What was it? What was the question?
We said.
I think I just got abducted real fast. I don't
That's
know
what I'm
what's going on
saying. I think it just happened on the fucking show because your screen flashed, right? So your screen flashed and your camera went off and it just said, like reconnecting video. And then she said, I have one more. And you were like, oh, I know what it is. And we were like, really? What is it? And you were like, pirates. And then we were like fucking dying. And then all of a sudden your screen came back and here we are. So yeah, dude just got abducted live on the fucking show. That really just happened.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Wow, we talked about aliens so much. We
got abducted.
Who was it though?
Whose booty hole hurts?
I think it was him.
Not mine.
Well, your camera disappeared and you said weird shit. And we were both here and she didn't go nowhere. And then you said pirates. So. I'm wearing double underwear, so
I don't remember saying the word pirates, but maybe you can keep it in the edit.
Yeah, that's definitely well, that's a real abduction that just happened.
We just had an abduction, folks.
Yeah. We got it. We got it.
But yeah, it was probably these motherfuckers because I was about to talk about them, the insectoids.
Hold your booty holes.
I heard you say something about the insectoids when you thought I said something about pirates. Let's put this puzzle together, huh? No.
Well, I'm going to send you the clip in the edit. You're going to be like, what? And then you're going to go to the bathroom funny in the morning. And you watch. You're going to go out to the living room and wife's going to be like, all of a sudden we get like 600 channels. It's weird. Every time you go poop, we get all these channels. Just stay in the bathroom. Don't flush. I'm watching something. We got free HBO if you leave a floater. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you on our show, though.
Oh, stop.
And don't go to the doctor
It's all
about
good.
it.
I told you I got a pass because I know my friend.
Your friend. It's all his friend's fault.
Yeah, I don't know. Your friend probably just did that shit to you.
He's the one who stopped time and was like, dude, you're saying too much. Cut it out.
But yeah, the insectoids, they are giant, super intelligent bug people. Like cockroaches and shit.
That's all bad.
That's why they blew up Chernobyl, so they can take over and live there. Because they're cockroach people. Because that's the only thing that could survive the nukes.
The nukes, yeah, the cockroaches.
Or the radiation. That's what it is over there, radiations. Yep. They live at Chernobyl.
Man.
That's why I'm glad I don't live in there.
Highly intelligent is the scary part about them.
Yeah.
Not the fact that they're freaking ugly and creepy and freaking nasty looking.
I don't know. Like, I picture it being
the part that they're intelligent, that's like, oh my god, what are you supposed to do against a highly intelligent species, you know?
I picture
They're
them
gonna
like...
outthink you and everything.
Yeah.
They're gonna out-talk you and everything. They're gonna make you feel like scum. No.
Degrade you.
I picture him like that farmer
Right?
dude in Men in Black, wasn't he? Cockroach thing.
Cockroach. What was his name? Earl?
Yeah, he wore the farmer skin suit, and he was like, "Dirt."
Yeah.
But he was like mad ass smart, and fucking, he was a big problem for them. They couldn't even get to him. Like, that whole movie was like, he's like the big boss, you know? Fucking cockroach king.
You know, it's crazy how movies have been giving out hints for so many years of stuff that's actually real, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, is this stuff actually real, or are we just getting it from movies? Because we don't even know.
Over in...
that's the truth also.
Over in Willie Will's neck of the woods, it's been popping off lately. There's been UFOs. UFO videos, like at least 2 within the last month.
Yeah. I think they're drones.
Not the way they were flying.
So, you ever see a drone race? Them shits could stop on a dime, flip upside down, shoot up in the air. They do some crazy shit with drones.
And what about the ones
the
that
professionals, huh? They got their own racing network and stuff.
Yup.
What about the videos that the Pentagon released that had different types of UFOs in the jets' sights?
They put fucking dresses on
they
them
just
and shit.
recently did that this year, right? And with all the stuff going on, no one really cared about it.
Yeah, there's
or
been a lot.
talked
That's
about
exactly what Bruce said.
Yeah, nobody cared because we were in the middle of like COVID.
Mm-hmm.
COVID death.
But yeah, I
In
mean,
the middle of the pandemic and all the crazy stuff that's going on with the weather. The weather is acting up big time right now
yeah.
Yeah, the weather's been crazy all over the place.
in multiple areas, you know?
Yeah.
There's been super flooding in China. I don't know if you guys have heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. And in South Korea.
Yeah. Yeah, that was all pretty bad over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think, man, I really, 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 really think we're not alone. There's no way that we're alone. There's no possible way.
We just
No, of
watched
course
it happen
not.
to him. And, you know, I'm telling you, that was
Mm-hmm.
weird. Like pirates. And then now all I picture is Jack Sparrow and shit, fucking rumming down the fucking dock and shit.
Diving into space, I love doing it like that.
Diving into space.
Yeah, you know how we've been talking about the aliens and the different types and basically just going over them and talking about where they're at and what we're doing about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this year, what if they did announce this one gift, what would we do?
I don't know. I guess we would kind of have to pull the wait and see if they're dangerous.
I really hope to have space weed.
Why would our country create a space force?
Because there's fucking aliens.
Recently.
Dude, one of the things that when I was
Why would
doing
we
all of
have a
my
space
research, one of the things when I was doing all of my research was this is one asteroid.
You got space
And it's
oil.
going slower than any normal asteroid. It's staying level. It's not like spinning like the asteroids normally do.
Maybe it's
And
a Trojan
what they're
horse
saying
droid
is they think that it's a spaceship that's
dressed as an asteroid.
dressed as an asteroid.
Damn, that's where the troops come in. We're in for it. We keep fucking things up.
Are you guys talking about the Black Knight satellite?
Whoa, this guy. Names,
no.
dropping names. He's gonna get abducted by
Maybe.
the government next.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
get abducted again for sure. But the Black Knight satellite, look it up. It's not a secret. There is an asteroid-like satellite that goes around Earth, and it is bizarre.
Really? Is it our satellite though?
No one knows what it is. No one
that
knows
might
what it
be
is.
it. Yeah.
We call it. That's what the name was given to it, was the Black Knight satellite.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's pretty cool. You pulled it up.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, I know what he's talking about.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
I don't know
was it,
anything. That's why I just sit here like a dummy going,
Wait, what is it called
What?
again? The
Yeah.
Black Knight satellite. I'll look it up for Bruce.
She was 10 steps ahead of me. Hmm. So who knows what race has that out on our planet watching us, you know?
Yeah. Do you think they're watching us for entertainment purposes? Or do you think they
Like a reality show?
I mean, they might as well. Or they're just like, how not to do things. Let's watch this shitheads. We're like the trailer park of the galaxy, so think of it.
Well, it's like
Everybody else gotta be smarter than
there's
us.
been races of humans that have just disappeared out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So what did they do in order to disappear and not leave like a trace, kind of, even though all their structures and everything were built beautifully? But what about the race of human,
Yeah.
like the Egyptians, you know? the Egyptian gods and all that stuff, whatever happened to all of them?
I think that they were all based
There's
off of
something
some
that
form of
probably we
alien.
as humans,
That Black Knight satellite thing, that ain't
I think we as humans, we need to evolve in order to move on to another dimension like they did.
Yeah, we're behind.
But we're kind of stuck in ourselves right now because of the generation that we're in, the 2020. Everyone's all social media'd out and this, you know?
Yeah, we're using our
if we probably would become more spiritual, we probably would raise our consciousness and we would excel to the next evolution of
Absolutely.
human.
Yeah. That I like too.
Absolutely. You know, you have to believe that there is a higher power. And in that higher power, we all live. And once we can realize that,
Definitely.
you know, this life, I think, you know, it's kind of like the Jehovah Witness. You know, they always say that they don't believe in hell, that they believe that this is hell.
Mm-hmm.
And that everybody gets into the kingdom, you know? So I kind of feel like, you know, as far as like consciousness and spirituality wise, it's kind of like a similar thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, it's a good point you brought up. It really is.
Wow, it took this on a whole new level.
Yeah, that is different. We got spiritual. Well, we never really, I mean, we talk a lot, but we never really get the talk like we're, you know, sitting down for the interview and stuff. So I actually learned a lot about him. You know, I learned about vegan. You know, there's always a surprise when we talk to you. And I actually, over the last, I don't know, I guess it's been a couple months now, enjoy talking with you and learning about you. You're a really interesting guy, we think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys are awesome too, man. I'm glad you guys did the Alien Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good group.
We really do enjoy talking to you guys. But yeah. Do you know, have you heard of any like famous like abduction stories?
I mean, stuff you hear in movies.
The stuff that you hear in
not
movies? Like actual cases?
Something that I would hear from like a friend or something saying, "Oh, this happened," you know?
Like a
as
urban
in
legend.
Stuff like they saw a UFO in the sky, or I don't know, something in their dreams.
Well, I tell you what, since this is a tape-in and I got to keep an eye on time, so let's make this our last segment. When we'll go around for each of us, we'll start with Willie Will, we'll do Brooklyn, and then me, and then we'll close out. We could always revisit. But let's go with your wildest alien story that you know, whether it's from a friend, you personally, but obviously not movies and stuff, like, you know, a story, not, you know, TV, Hollywood stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get it juicy too. This got to be the grand
There's some
finale.
Stories.
Final bang.
That one of my buddy Bill Alien, told me how galaxy gods looked down upon him for doing rap as an alien.
Nice.
I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the galaxy gods looked down upon him because he wanted to do rap. And it's funny because
like
he has a rap
forbidden song.
It's called Planet Hopping, where he goes to each planet and he talks about going on there and messing with the female species of that planet. It's very interesting.
That is interesting. We're gonna have to look into that.
Yeah,
Definitely. So what do you got, Brooklyn?
A family friend apparently had aliens that, like, in spaceships that used to like go above her house every night. and just stay there. And this is also the person who like does past life regressions and is like just this like weird Yahoo like, oh, you have an evil spirit like attached to you. Take this crystal and it'll all go away. Once the crystal turns black, the spirit is gone.
You know, those crystals only work if you put them in one place.
But yeah, so apparently there's like alien spaceships that like hung out above her house.
That's wild. That is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't ever do anything, huh? They're
just like
there,
chill there. It's like, you know, the Circle K. I don't know.
Circle K. They're like hanging out at Wawa and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
7-Eleven.
That's funny.
Alright, I have a good one. But Brooklyn almost killed me with her.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so mine is on a historic day too. It actually happened on August 4th. Can you believe that? 2020. It was during a podcast. And the guest for the podcast was online doing his interview, and everything was going well. And all of a sudden, the screen got weird. The internet signal and the phone signal kept going in and out. And yeah, the guy actually got abducted live on the show. So it went down in history, but he had to have like 3 asshole transplants because the aliens fucking, like in the 30 seconds we thought he was just having camera problems. It turned out he was getting like repeatedly raped for like 60 years.
Oh my gosh. Leave poor Willie Will alone.
Good God.
Like it was crazy. And that's just what happens to guests on that show. So
Oh man.
don't talk aliens. No, you know, I set that whole bit up, made y'all talk
Well,
about it.
obviously
Just so
now I
can
think
say
we
that.
realize it.
Just
Yeah,
that's the
pretty
hook,
funny.
line, sinker, the old
You're
show business.
stupid.
You know, hey, it's funny. People get a laugh out of it.
I had some good stories here.
Them guys
Yeah.
love it. Look at them going crazy. They're even cheering. They fucking love it. Nah, I'm just having some fun. You know. So, let's.
Oh, yeah.
You got plugs? You want to tell everybody how to find your gaming show and your sites, or how to reach out to you in case maybe they want you to write a dope verse, or you know, jam out their birthday.
It's your birthday. Go
Yeah.
Sizzler.
People throw some parties for
For
birthdays and shit.
the music.
You know.
Yeah.
For the music, I have my Facebook page, Bill Blunt, 10 Toes ENT. For the gaming, I have Greenslade Gaming. You just search for those two right there and on the Facebook search, and you'll find me for sure. You can go onto YouTube and search Bill Blunt. I have a couple videos, some interviews, some freestyles.
They got nice stuff.
Also
on YouTube.
on SoundCloud, you can search Bill Blunt, and I have some music on SoundCloud as well.
And we'll also have all of Willie Will's information.
Will be in the scroll during the episode, so just look down at the bottom of the screen, and then nice letters that go through. You'll see all his information on there, and I think I'm going to do my best to try to make some jazzy screen where maybe I can incorporate the information that way. And then we got
Nice.
our plugs, which would be follow us on Twitter at Pot of Coffee 1, subscribe to Pot of Coffee Podcast on YouTube and the WeedTube, and find us on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget about the Facebook
Yeah,
one,
boy.
but I got my focus on a different Facebook project at the moment, so that's why I fucked that up. It was a pleasure having you, Willie Will. I know
An
we've been
absolute pleasure.
talking about
Thank you.
today for a while now. We've been planning this for a while, but we really wanted to get this right and kind of save a guest like you for our season 2 and kind of make something a little special here. And this whole episode was also broadcast live at the same time, so we're incorporating that. We're incorporating all our new goodies and stuff this season, so hopefully we keep growing.
Nice.
hopefully everybody keeps enjoying. And then definitely check out Willie Will, aka Bill Blunt's YouTubes and all that stuff. A lot of cool shit on there. Go check it out.
Yeah.
And then turn that shit up, bump it, all that good stuff. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
If you don't like it, you probably will when you're done. Because, you know, like I said, I'm not a hip hop guy, and they ended up on the Yamahas in the studio, and me and Brooklyn were pumping it up at like 10 in the morning, chilling out, having our
our coffee,
wake and bake sessions, and just jamming out, you know, doing some writing. We're like, yo, this shit is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what's up there.
You know, a lot of people actually tell me that.
Yeah.
I get it from a lot of people. They say, you know, I never listen to rap music at all, but I like your stuff.
Yeah.
What I like about it is it's not typical.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that everybody does the same thing, or everybody overly uses, you know, motherfucker because it's an easy word to rhyme with. You know, for some reason, it's just like, and especially like if they're not like a professional rapper and they're just like an underground rapper or just starting out, which I used to deal a lot with hip hop with DJing way back. And I used to, you know, spin beats for different guys, and I used to rap over them. And they would send me their verses to put over the beats, and they were all sounded the same. You know, it's motherfuck this, fuck your mom, da 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 da. And it was all just repetitive. And even though each artist had a different way to say the same thing, but they were all kind of using the same words, and they all kind of had the same sound.
Yeah.
Yours is different, which makes it attractive to a guy like me. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm a reggae guy. So, I mean, when I DJ, I play techno because it's fun to DJ, but I'm not even a techno guy. I'm just good at playing it, you know. But mostly, you know, it's 24/7 reggae, so I understand hip-hop and all that other stuff, but I actually found your music attractive, and it was pleasant to my ear.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same old. It was actually interesting to listen to. I wanted to hear the next verse and wanted to hear what you're getting into next. And the videos are good. I like the videos. You know, so it's interesting stuff on there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, check him out. Bill Blunt, a.k.a. Willie Will, Green.
Say it. Say it, Brooklyn. Butcher it like Bruce would do it. What Bruce would have done is what we went with Greensdale. I've done that many, many times in the past. But to correct Brooklyn, it's Greenslade.
Greenslade Gaming.
See, Bruce saves the day once
It's
again.
a tongue twister.
I've heard that all my life.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, we went through that on one of our lives before. Which
some people said green sleeves, green slave, Greensdale, green spade.
Yeah, I did that.
Greensdale, I think, is the most common one.
Greensdale.
It sounds like a fancy name, like a common name. I don't know if they use it a lot in other stuff or whatever, but yeah, I felt so bad that night. I did that on that one live show. I was like, you were like, you saying my name wrong, dummy. I felt like crying and shit. I was like, oh no.
No,
But yeah,
okay.
let's say goodbye to everybody, and then we can continue this once we stop recording.
All right, everybody. We will catch you later. We got more
After party
stuff coming for the rest of season 2.
Yeah.
And yep, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. I'll see y'all later.
Good night, guys.